high cone.
High on high cone.
The first of the year. It's going to be cold, it's going to be rainy, but you know what? People have an opportunity to make a difference and warm some hearts in the middle of all that.
Middle of the week, people go grocery shopping. At least in my house, seems like we need something almost every day.
Almost every day.
So you'll have people out there Wednesday around 5 o'clock. What are we going to eat tonight? Lainey, how's the weather going to be by this time tomorrow dinner time maybe?
It's a hot latte day tomorrow for sure. We have got snow on the ground in places like Galax there as Phelps Park. Yeah, they received several inches of snow last night, and it's just been kind of dreary all day everywhere. You can see some of that even transitioning to rain in the mountains. That mountain ice is going to continue during the day Wednesday, and rain in the forecast for the Triad. Even soggy through Thursday, some 1 to 2 inches of rain. You're going to be so tired of rain. You're going to love Valentine's Day when we actually have some sunshine back in the forecast. That winter weather advisory, like we talked about at the top of the newscast, it's more of a precautionary thing. Just make sure that you're real careful out there on bridges and overpasses. Anything that's elevated, there may be a little light glistening or glaze to the trees out there tomorrow morning as well. More significant glazing in that winter storm warning area, as well as slippery roads. You saw some of that snow there, so we've got some snow and ice coverage out there too. And of course, it'll be slick with the freezing rain. So please be careful. Snowfall reports about 4 inches at Meadows of Dan, Galax 3 inches in Freeze, 2.5 in Hillsville, Cana with 1 inch of snow last night, and even Eden in Rockingham County picked up about 1/4 of an inch. You can see those border counties with just a light amount of snow. Of course, that's washed away now. We're starting to get some ice totals in Henry County, Stanleytown, almost at 1/2 of an inch of ice. Glendale Springs, that in Ashe County, just over 1/4 of an inch, and in Freeze, just north of Galax, just over 1/10 of an inch of ice. So you can see the ice accrual most significant in that area where we were real concerned, from Jefferson to Sparta up toward Galax, Hillsville, Elk Creek. These areas are going to get some significant icing, and unfortunately likely going to have some trees down and at least some power outages. So just make sure you're prepared. Freezing rain is continuing all night in this area. We are wedged in with that cold air, so the farther north and west you are, the better chance you have of seeing that glaze on the trees. Across the Piedmont Triad, it is rain, and some of it's pretty heavy. Just south of Lexington, you've got some moderate rain around Denton, and notice that there's really no breaks to this, so it's going to be pretty steady overnight. We've got that moisture all the way back into Georgia, and we're looking at that continuing to sort of feed this ice machine in that winter storm warning area. So looking for close to 1/2 of an inch of ice. Of course, that makes for dangerous travel, and like we talked about, potential for power outages. So may see additional ice even in this area between now and tomorrow night. Across the winter weather advisory area, which includes the Triad as well as the foothills, could see that light coating of ice to 1/10 of an inch on the trees. It's mainly rain, and yes, we're looking at maybe some slippery conditions on some elevated surfaces. Be careful on decks and things like that. Southern Piedmont communities, the temperatures should stay well above freezing, and we are looking at rain, and we're talking about a lot of this. By tomorrow morning, at least 1/4 of an inch of rain will add to that during the day tomorrow, and then continuing into Thursday. So we will easily see 1 to maybe 2 inches of rain, because we've already seen about 1/2 of an inch in many of our communities. So here's the future map for you. It shows you that ice kind of wedged in there to the north. That is tomorrow morning. Temperatures hovering right around freezing for most of the day. We may get a lull between about 10 a.m. and maybe noon or so, and then we'll get another round of rain coming in for the evening commute as well. Temperatures are going to maybe bump up a little bit. Some folks in the southern communities may get into the upper 30s. Heart of the Triad may stay in the mid 30s. You've got a cold northeast wind, and we've got rain pretty much all day long with the exception of that break around lunchtime. 36 tomorrow afternoon in the foothills. Temperatures may get up and above freezing in the mountains, but it would be very brief, so we are looking at mainly freezing rain continuing in those mountain communities. By Thursday, it does warm up, but we've got wet weather. We might even have to add a chance of thunder to the forecast on Thursday with that cold front. Drier, much nicer for Valentine's Day, but still cool. And then, yeah, get ready for a wet weekend, it looks like, but at least it's warmer. We'll be right back.